Good morning, everyone. 914United is back in the building. Let me first shout out to Rue, to Yonkers Voice for giving us the platform once again to give the people an update. So just for those who don't know, my name is Jonathan Alvarez. I'm co-founder and director of 914United, and we are a program-based mentoring organization working to educate, empower, and enrich the youth. Today, I'm happy to be here with my team, who you'll meet in a second. But definitely just want to give you a quick update. And matter of fact, let's start introductions now.
My name is Dominic Polano. I'm a re-entry mentor for 914 United. Yeah.
My name is Janita Mercado, and I am the Operations and Social Media Manager.
My name is John Cabrera. I'm co-founder and assistant director of 914United.
So basically, yeah, we here to kind of give the people just an overview in our current progress and positioning of where we at. So a brief history is that 914United emerged on the forefront of advocacy work in early 2020, right before the pandemic, with mine and John's relationship with MBK as mentors and staff committee members. And we just kind of just had this vision to want to provide mentorship to the youth and then those returning home from prison, given my lived experiences with the criminal justice system, John's, lived experiences with the criminal justice system. So we started off as a team of two. At the time, we just did a lot of virtual mentoring work. After the pandemic, we got more involved and started launching programs that went from manhood training to civic engagement to financial literacy. And now today, we have about 7 initiatives under our belt, including those 3. The Streets Give Back program. We recently drew a partnership with OCFS, or FSW, Family Services of Westchester, where we have a team of 7 re-entry mentors who are working with the youth who are incarcerated in the state facilities and are returning home to Westchester County. That's our biggest flex because, FSW is a great agency, and the fact that they drew on 914United to, do this important work by using our lived experiences, we definitely happy to say that, to give that update. And recently, we had one of the privileges to draw a partnership with the STEM Alliance. The STEM Alliance is promoting digital equity now. It's geared toward providing free digital literacy courses to those returning home from prison or people who are justice involved, which is our target population. We recently just actually accomplished our first 6-week, 15-hour course that provides individuals Google application, teach them executive functioning skills, and after the completion of the program, you actually receive a free laptop and free Wi-Fi. And we're going to be continuing this initiative as we continue going. We're going to be going back into the schools soon to be working with MBK and their youth. Actually going to be providing civic engagement programs with the schools, which is something that we're looking forward to. And I don't want to take up too much of the time of giving a long overview. I actually want to hear from some of my team because we started this vision out in 2020 with a team of 2. Now we have a team of 12 from the facilitators who are on the financial literacy, which we just finished our 8-week program, and we'll be going on to doing something virtual called Money Making Mondays, and you'll be able to get free knowledge on entrepreneurship, business, and investments. But enough of that. I definitely want you to hear from one of our re-entry mentors and his story so you can see the growth of our organization.
Thank you. Again, my name is Dominic Polano. I'm a Yonkers native from Nodine Hill area. Recently coming home from doing a 15-year sentence. Now that I'm a re-entry mentor, I just want to help out and show people, all the people that's coming home from jail, the process of turning their life around and going on the right track. And that's just basically it.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why it's important to have reentry mentors is because 914United, we're in the facilities. And being in the facilities, we get a chance to actually start the mentorship with a mentee prior to them coming home. For those that know Jonathan's story, while he was incarcerated, I was one of the support mechanisms for him. So going into the prisons to visit him or even drop off packages, that can be overwhelming. People deal with stress. And sometimes, you get denied visits, and it's difficult, not only for the inmate, but also for the visitor. So it's very important, we think it's very important to have mentors that can actually start the conversation, start start dealing with the inmate prior to coming out and mentoring prior to them being home, and then continuing it while they're home.
So, like I want to emphasize the importance of the reentry mentoring, right? As John said, me serving almost 13 years from the age of 17 to the age of 30, having support from family and having somebody coming in and out to see me who I can come home to, right? And that can actually guide me throughout the process of reentry. We're trying to elevate that conversation with the reentry mentors. Shout out to Daniel Gomez, Blame, shout out to Euro, Don P's on the team. And all of us serve state or federal time, and we're now coming back to the city of Yonkers, right, to give back, right? So my brother here is from the No Downhill area, as they know the history of the No Downhill area. He comes from that history. And me having a relationship from as kids, but strengthening our ties when we were in prison, him coming home and having 914 as a platform, he started off as a mentee, right, who is now a mentor working to help other people come home from prison. That's an importance because when I came home, I didn't have that support. So I really want to just emphasize what John mentioned about that process of having the relationship inside and then the person coming home, especially the youth. They don't have what we call real models in front of them who they can relate to, who we can take on and off certain hats and connect with them in the way that we need to empower them to get them where they want to go. Dom is a shining example. He briefly can even talk about when he first came home having the ambition to get into the barbershop school, and he is in school now. Talk about that.
Right now I'm in barbershop school. Thanks to Jonathan for helping me out. Snug was a big part of it. They gave me a grant to go to school. Now I'm about to graduate school in another week or so, and just continue on my dreams and the things that I want to do, becoming an entrepreneur. Some people give up hope from doing, all their time in jail, and they just come home and go straight to the streets. They go to what they know. I'm trying to break the cycle and show people that, hey, you could do something different. And that's just what we're all about.
Yeah, and just to add one more detail before we pass it on to Janita Mercado is that, we actually stood in our old neighborhoods, Lawrence Street and South Broadway, Elm and Oak, and we had the brothers from that community with our street ties to actually help give back by providing free food to their community, right? Who's done that in Yonkers history? So this is a new movement that I want us to pay attention to as reentry mentors coming home who are still tuned in, but using that, community value for leverage to help build our people. But one of the things I actually wanted us to get into a little bit, which is different for 914 in terms of reentry mentoring, is we're proud to have said that we have our Women Leadership Initiative Big Sister program in the works, and we have Gina Mercado who will talk about that.
Yeah, so absolutely. One of the most important things you've heard so far is that we have these men that are assisting with the reentry process. And in this case, they're great. They come from, the streets of Yonkers, and they're able to speak to the men about reentry and supporting them when they get back. And the most important thing that Jonathan put in the table was basically, what are we going to do with the women? And so that's where the birth of the Women's Leadership Big Sister Initiative came around, which is about 5 or 6 females, leading females in their industry right now. For example, myself, I'm in real estate. We have some from the healthcare background. We have finance. We have entrepreneurs as well, and they're going to be acting as big sisters to primarily, we're focusing on women that are coming home. And it is open to everyone at this moment, 16 and over, but the goal of the program is to assist with the reentry and also assist and give that, a platform for that, empowering women and providing a service, providing information, which was very, very crucial to Dom's reentry, is getting that information once you come out. Sometimes you kind of feel a little lost, and you're not sure where to go, and as this Big Sister Initiative grows, we do want to become the mentors to these mentees and be able to provide that positive transformation.
That's well said, right? What really also brought that apart when we thought about this was the gap that we noticed when we going into the schools and seeing young girls in our audience who, as a male, cannot really relate to. So, coming together, trying to fill that gap with, women leaders in different fields to empower, educate the young women. They live by the 3 I's, which is inform, inspire, influence, and ultimately to impact, right? So the Women Leadership Initiative is another thing that we have added to our STEM Alliance, Manhood Training, Civic Engagement, and Reentry Mentors. I just want people to understand that a lot of organizations hang their hat on certain missions in the city of Yonkers. Sometimes they lead with the heart, but either sometimes they invest into too many different things that they become a jack of all trades and a master of none. No shade on no one, right? And what happens is that when that happens, their target population is not serviced. So 914 United is not here to do it all. We're here to merge. We're here to collaborate and connect with other organizations who hang their hat on reentry mentoring or or reintegration, so that we can assist and fill the gaps where they are, right? You know, I came home, I had a breakdown where I didn't know no programs that was able to assist me with therapeutic services. I didn't have no positive role model coming out in front of me, guiding me like John did, taking me to a Bank of America to open up my first bank account. These different simple things are so important when it comes home. Somebody helping you navigate iPhone, right? The reentry mentor, what's dope about that is that we provide mainly one-on-one mentoring. So outside of the groups, virtual or in person, we actually in the trenches. We going into the community. We speaking to the little bros. We speaking to the little sisters, trying to just give them that one-on-one connection that is needed. And a lot of organizations are removed from those communities, and here we are trying to bring that back. So again, we're trying to make a call for this, right? It's about collaboration and connection, not competition when it comes to the community. Let's keeping that in mind, you know. And I definitely just want y'all to understand that Dominic is an example of coming home as a mentee, needing some guidance, of course, with the support of us and family, right? Shout out to Ashley, you know, Polano, which is the big sis, but basically having that support mechanism to draw on to get where he wants to go. You know, with 914 United's help and the support of Snug, he was able to get into the barbershop, Westchester Academy, right? To become certified, right? And here it is. This is a walking example of that. You have that support, you can make that happen. And John can explain what I really like about the reentry mentoring is that he can talk about speaking to families, right, who asked him in many of our presentations, how did you do it? How did you support a friend for so many years? And that's another point that we want to emphasize.
Yeah, it definitely is challenging, right? From my firsthand experience dealing with Jonathan while he was incarcerated, you know, balance, managing a family, managing work, children, and then having to assist him, it can become difficult. It could be overwhelming. So, you know, we're here to support. And those difficult times can be very challenging that you may not know if you can help. And we're here to navigate, to kind of try to help you guys understand what that looks like and how we can actually assist with you supporting somebody that's probably incarcerated or returning home through mentorship.
And, you know, let's emphasize again, I have to shout out to the whole team, right? There's so many people to name, but who's here with me today are playing a pivotal role in what we do, right? On scene and behind the scenes. Janita Mercado has been real pivotal outside of being a woman mentor, you know, or social media. She actually has, you know, her sophisticated eye when it comes to operations has helped John and I enhance our movement, enhance our marketing skills, giving her great background. So just want you to know her role in what she does and why she's actually here and what brought her to the forefront.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you can, I am not a returning citizen, but I tell you right now, I really, I love the stories and I love supporting and bringing back where it is that I came from. I see within every single member of our team. So we're all brothers and sisters. Everybody that has joined has reached out to 914 United on a note of positiveness and wanting to become a part of such a great team. So number one, we have a strong team, but each and every single member has reached out to 914 in, you know, hopes of bringing what their expertise is to help us grow. Hence the fact that when I first met Jonathan, well over a year ago, I'd say 914 was what, 2 members, you and John? And there were a lot of family that were helping and assisting and growing. And then we had our first food donation drive, and amazing. And from that point forward, that's when I joined on as the operations, being given my background, which I can clear up. My background actually is in real estate. I was the executive assistant to president of a big-time broker in Harlem. And I was there for about 4 years. And honestly, I carried the entire office and that operations. I've done everything from you know, opening up that office to closing the office, and know everything about what it is as far as marketing goes to help grow a brand or to help grow a name. And when I saw 914, I figured, you know, one of my expertise is growing a name, and I know exactly how to do that. And so 914 went from 2 members to where they are right now, thanks to Jonathan and putting his mission out and marketing it. So our primary marketing right now is primarily on Instagram, but believe it or not, the initiative is big. I mean, when you go on to Instagram, you can see, you can feel, you really can, how do I say, like, get in touch with the members, and it's a very personal touch. It's very intimate. And so the one thing about 914 United is we're all family, and every single member, thank you for all reaching out. Deanna, Diana, we have Christina. Yeah, everybody, Daniel, of course, everybody that did reach out has a place at 914, and from there we continue to grow. So if you or if anyone that you know would like to be a part of 914, and even if that means bringing on mentees for our new women's leadership initiative, please do reach out, because we are looking for mentees. We have amazing mentors who have such great backgrounds. For example, myself, I'm going to be doing a seminar on this women's leadership as well about, the power of self-belief. And then we have 6 other women that are going to be doing the same exact thing with their seminar. It's going to be an intimate thing, and all we look to do is grow, so that way when these women and men come home, they have a family to go to. And again, it's an intimate thing. We're all family, so we're just trying to build that family.
And I really want to emphasize this as well, right? We're coordinators in a way, right? So having that mentoring relationship with a mentee coming home from prison, or youth in the community, we delegate them, or we push them to different resources that we have on the table. So I want to emphasize the overview of what we have outside of just mentoring, right? The one-on-one coaching, we mentioned, women leadership, which is an empowerment-based program that's going to help educate young girls and give them the support that they need, civic engagement, teaching people what it's like to be a change agent in their community to impact change. Financial literacy is one of our biggest flex, right? How many of us know that we come from poverty, and a lot of it is that we don't understand how to make smart decisions with money. So we have a great team of CPAs. Shout out to Mike Bailey, Kevin Nunez, Christina. Janita teaches real estate for free, giving you free game on how to become an entrepreneur via real estate, via investments. We just finished our 8-week program, and we're going virtual again. Every other Monday, I'll send a date out soon called Money Making Mondays, giving you a free consultation with your financial planning and stuff like that. Manhood training, we've been doing that with the county jail where I work with as a youth offender program. We're now partnering with Children's Village, and we're going into Woodfield, and we're proud to say that we just finished working with the youth shelter program in Mount Vernon, having the re-entry mentors inside there with me. In fact, this weekend, we're going to be meeting with a young individual who came out of that program who reached out to us in New Rochelle, and we're going to go and and start our mentoring. So coming from where we came from as a team of 2, right, with no resources, fresh out of pocket, now we're contracted in multiple ways. And I think we just forgot to mention that we received an award from the Westchester County of the Youth Bureau to fund our initiative to do this work with non-traditional methods like one-on-one coaching, like, weekend programs or after 5. And it's with the team that all of this is possible, right? I'm the visionary, he's the executor. We all come together and make it happen. One last thing, and I think this is important, right, is Dom's narrative, right? Euro's narrative, Blame's narratives, right? Shout out to Danny again with the fact that they are now on the front line, coming from where they come from. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to emphasize a little bit about that?
The real ones on the front line?
Or just in terms of where you come from, bro? Like, what you doing while you here?
Alright, so... Alright. That's good?
No, you good.
Alright, so... I'm from Nodine Hill area, like I said, Elm Street, Oak. My case is one of the biggest cases out of Yonkers, Elm Street Wolves. We all got wrapped up when we was young, between the ages of 18 to 33. It's about 70 of us that was arrested and taken away from our families. And just going through that whole process and going through that whole process was just so life-changing, that, to go through something like that, you really want to help people that went through it. And, especially from my neighborhood, where it's just poverty is extremely bad up there. We never had nobody to, help us out and give us guidance. And I'm just trying to be that for, people coming home from prison, and especially the youth too. The youth that's young, lost, and in them streets, and they don't know how to get out. We here. So you could reach out if y'all know somebody that is trying to get out the streets and they just don't know which way to go. We're here to give them guidance. So, feel free to reach out to us at any time. You see us in the street, you see me in the street, walking, moving around in a car, stop sign, anywhere. Pull up on me. You can pull up on any one of us, and, we'll figure something out.
Perfect.
Or they can contact us via Instagram or Facebook, and also our website, 914united.org.
And again, we are not about just putting a hat on the mission and saying that we actually are in the streets, we in the trenches, we come through the hoods, we show love, we know that we can't, just be about our words, we be about our actions, right? The one thing I'm gonna end with, if anyone wants to end with me, is the fact that 914 champions, that you're not alone, right? And we're bringing that to the forefront. We near and dear in the trenches, talking to the people, bringing them kids out. And you know what's dope is that, like a Dom and a Euro or Blame or J.O., we have ties to the street, so people see that and they have hope. That's how the reentry mentorship actually grew to be full now. So I'm definitely grateful for that again. So this was just to give you an overview of where we at. You got some last words?
Yeah, no, I mean, the point of it, I just want to drive it to the very end, is that we started as a small team and now we're a huge family. And so, as mentioned, there's a lot of family members here that we really want you guys to reach out to us. There is a platform here. We are mainly a mentorship program, and we do provide these free services that you should definitely take advantage of. If you have any questions at all, please do reach out to us. I mean, the only way that we can build our community and build our family that are coming home is to actually connect. And so you want to connect. You want to connect with us. You want to connect with J.O. You feel more comfortable connecting with Dom. That's the crazy part, is that there are so many members that if you feel more comfortable, you can always reach out to each and every one of us. We're more than happy to explain what our services are and what they'll continue to be. And we are absolutely looking for partnerships to continue to grow.
Yeah, and just for any interested candidates, right, we have our second round of tech education.
Oh, that's right.
About personal branding, teaching you how to create logos, teaching you Google applications. Come get this free knowledge, come get this free laptop through the STEM Alliance. Our partners, we're hosting our second cohort starting November 13th. If you want more information, please reach us at info@914united.org. If you want more info on any of your programs, right? So now we have people reaching out to us from different institutions and agencies, but we want the community to reach out. So just know that at the end of it, we want to know that these services are being hid, hence why we on Yonkers Voice, just giving you an overview of where we at a year later from starting this organization.
Yeah, so in conclusion, we want to shout out Lamont Badru and the Power Lab for sharing this space with us. This is an open space that we use to facilitate our workshops. And then we also want to recognize these art pieces that are sitting behind here. Roy is going to be in the comments, and he's going to tag or give you guys information on the artists that drew these photos, these images here. They're all for sale, so we definitely wanted to shout them out.
I want to say thank you to everyone. We are supporting the community, and we would really appreciate if the community supported us so we could continue our drive, our mission, and giving these free services to our community.
Look out for that GoFundMe that's going to get relaunched so we can continue
Absolutely.
the Leaders Build Leaders initiative, which is a combination of everything. Any last words?
And thanks again to Yonkers Voice for allowing
Yes,
us to
Yonkers Voice. Shout out to
use their
you.
platform and share our story and our mission and what we got going on.
Thank you.